Hi everyone, this is Rashid Khan from Lakshmi Prasad Memorial Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur, that is LPM, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. And here class will have to discuss on the sound chapter, in which the topic has a characteristics of the sound. What is this? The characteristics of the sound. The sound have most three characteristics of it. That is what? Three characteristics are there. In which loudness, pitch, and quality. These three characteristics of a sound denoted as. The sound has three important characteristics, that are loudness, pitch, and quality. So, for the explaining about the loudness, we'll have to go through what actually the loudness called as. Loudness is what? Loudness of a sound refers to how strongly the sound strikes on our ears. That is called as a loudness. Loudness of a sound refers to what? How strongly sound strike on our eyes, our ear. How strong sound strike on our ears? That is called the loudness. The loudness of the sound is determined by the amplitude. The loudness of sound determined by amplitude. This one is called as amplitude. So how it can be measured? Can it be calculated? How we can find out the accurate measurement of? Suppose if it is a vibration, and in vibration there is amplitude. So the loudness of the sound measured by the amplitude of the vibrations. How it can be? Why? Because it is directly proportional to the square of the amplitude of vibration. Square. If the amplitude increases, so the loudness increases in twice. That is, if the amplitude increases, its double multiple or its twice increases in the loudness. That means the amplitude is directly proportional to the sound, or you can say, when the amplitude increase, the increment twice in case of a loudness. it is directly proportional to the square of amplitude. Square of amplitude. That is, if the amplitude 2, so the loudness will be the 4. Why? Because it's square. It is the square of amplitude, and through which we can be measured about the loudness. So it means the amplitude will increase twice, the loudness will also increase 4 times. If it is increased twice, so the loudness increase 4 times. Why? Because it is a twicely, it is a directly proportional to the twice number of amplitude. Okay, now then, the amplitude is the degree of a sensation that is produced in our ear. The amplitude is the degree of sensation in our eyes. Oh, sorry, in our ears. What it is? It is a degree of sensation. Amplitude, it is what? It is the degree of sensation produced in ear, that can be produced in our ear. Thus, the sensation produced in ear which is unable to distinguish, the sensation which enables in our ear, that enter in our ear, that distinguish between the loud and a faint sound. The sensation, this sensation, if the sensation is high, the sound will be the loud. If the sensation is lower, the sound will be the soft or faint. Okay, now the next one is, it depends on the sensitivity of our ear as well. Now next one is pitch. We'll discuss on pitch. What is the pitch mean? So pitch is what actually? How we can be determined the pitch? Sorry, one thing is there has to be remain about the loudness. Loudness can be measured in case of a decibel. That is, it can be measured as decibel. So this can be a unit of loudness. You can say the loudness can be measured in decibel. Okay, now pitch. So pitch, it generally refers to as the characteristics of the sound which enable us to distinguish a shrill or a harsh or a sharp sound from the harsh or a shrill or a dull sound. So we can say the pitch distinguish, it is distinguish. It is the character of the sound that can distinguish about, this can be distinguished in, this can be distinguished in shrill or sharp sound, shrill or a sharp sound from the harsh or dull sound, from the harsh or dull sound. This quality can be termed as pitch, due to which we can be able to recognize about a shriller voice or a sharp voice from the harsh or a dull sound. Suppose here is the two vibrations are given and they are one differ from another. So in both cases the vibrations take place and in which that can be considered as amplitude. In both cases, both are amplitude. And in case of, suppose if it is A and this one is B, in case of A, the number of amplitude is lesser. Why? Because it has to be travel large distance, it covered large distance. So there will be some lesser amount or some lesser amplitude acquired. But in case of a B, there are the smaller area covered by the object, so there is a number of amplitude takes place. If the amplitude is lesser, so the number of oscillation is lesser, and if the number of oscillation is lesser, then the frequency will also be lesser. So the high frequency and low frequency determines about that the pitch. Suppose if it is higher, if it is lower, then the number of oscillation is lower, then the frequency is lower. And in case B, there is a number of oscillation is more, then the frequency is higher, and due to which the sound will be shriller. In this case, sound will be shriller. In that case, the sound will be sharp. Why? Because due to having high frequency and low frequencies. Okay, so here we'll have to go through the quality. Third one, quality. So here is third topic, the quality. What is the quality? It is another characteristics of the sound that can be determined. The quality of a sound. How the sound quality measured? The quality of the sound is the characteristics which enable us to distinguish between the musical notes emitted by the different musical instrument. It is enable us to distinguish between a musical enable to musical notes emitted through musical instrument, how this sound is, are a voices even through the though they have the same they have the same same pitch and loudness. Okay, it can also be measured as the difference between the sound of a violin and the sound of a piano, even when they both are playing the same rate or same notes. So it is the quality by which we can distinguish them both are, that are piano and that is the violin. So it can be considered to be what? It is the characteristics of the sound that can enable us to distinguish between what? A musical notes emitted by the musical instrument and musical instrument are voices, even though they have same pitches and loud. This is about the characteristics of the sound. In the next period, next video, we'll discuss about